good to have you back, David. Very good, because it means that already my food situation is much better. These are David's pickled apricots. Well done on the pickled apricots. How are they?
They're lovely. They're just pickled in salt with cinnamon and ginger.
Mmm. Can't wait. Today is a very exciting and unexpected day because I have literally just been told that we're about to actually have a mass in the chapel, which will be the first full mass that we have ever had here since I bought. The previous Marquis de Nadaillac, who lived here until his death in the 1980s, had 11 children and 2 of them are priests. One of his sons, the Count of Nadaillac, has rented the chateau this weekend for lots of his friends, and we're having a wonderful time with them. And his brother has come along and is about to give mass in our chapel. I'm really so excited. David, are you coming to mass?
I am coming to mass once I finish cleaning the flower pot. Want to miss the first mass?
It's all got a bit brideshead round here.
Alleluia, 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 Alleluia.
Purifie-nous pour que nous soyons dignes d'accéder au sacrement de ton amour. Le Seigneur soit avec vous.
Et avec votre esprit.
Il le donna à ses disciples en disant: prenez et mangez-en tous, ceci est mon corps livré pour vous. Il est grand le mystère de la foi, par lui,
Avec lui et en lui.
que la paix du Seigneur soit toujours avec vous.
Et avec votre esprit.
Et donnons-nous la paix.
Donne la paix, donne la paix, donne la paix à ton frère. Donne la paix, donne la paix, donne la paix à ton frère.
Seigneur, merci de nous avoir rassemblés. Pour certains d'entre nous, ce sera peut-être l'ultime fois que nous aurons l'occasion ainsi de nous rencontrer. Mais si c'est possible, permets-nous de continuer. Et permets à Stéphanie, qui nous a accueillis, de pouvoir rénover ce lieu de culte. Le Seigneur soit avec vous. Le Dieu Tout-Puissant nous bénisse, le Père, le Fils et le Saint-Esprit.
Amen. Réponds, fidèle ouvrier de l'Évangile et de sa paix.
I'm actually feeling quite emotional, actually, after the Mass in the chapel. I'm not a very religious person myself, but my French grandmother was very religious and I was baptised into the Catholic Church. I spent all of my childhood summers with her, and I remember having to sit next to her in what seemed to me at the time interminable masses, but I was surprised at just how emotional I became during this Mass, not only remembering my grandmother, whom I adored, but also seeing one of the members of the family who'd owned this chateau for 200 years, giving Mass in the chapel here. I feel as though I'm part of a long tradition, and it was very, very moving. Ian, can you describe your work of absolute genius?
It's coconut infused banana cake, which you made, a layer of Nutella, custard, and a mixture of creme fraiche, mascarpone, and fromage blanc. That's it, and then a dusting of cocoa powder.
There's something definitely very Michelin restaurant about this. I can't wait to see it cut into squares for the guests. And when he says coconut infused, Ian did not explain that it's coconut rum infused. Ian is a really great cook. We've eaten so well since he's been here.
How does that look?
It looks absolutely beautiful.
Can it be an M&S beautiful?
This is
Who's
not
got the
just
voice?
any cocoa rumba trifle. This is a Lalande cocoa rumba trifle.
Exactly.
There you go, taste the La La Land difference. Cocoa rumba trifle. Cocoa rumba pudding's ready to go. As always, it's been glorious fun having the Nadaillacs here. I love it when the Nadaillacs come to visit. I'm just really sorry that Mummy missed them because Mummy, Percy and Jerry are arriving this afternoon. What yumminess have you made for lunch?
It is omelette, cheesy omelette.
Yum!
And tomato salad.
Oh, and the tomatoes are from the garden, aren't they?
They are garden tomatoes.
The watermelon is not from the garden.
I wish it were.
This looks amazing. And tons of French bread. I'm having a bit of a scented candle mania in the house at the moment. Brenda sent me these with the beautiful cushions that she sent, and I didn't know what they were. I thought that maybe it was soap, but apparently they're wax melts. So I found an oil burner that I had in the house, and I'm going to try one now whilst I work at my desk. Very excited about this. And now we just need to wait and smell what happens. Oh, it's a wonderful, warm, rich, vanilla-y scent, and I do not want to move from my desk all afternoon now. We have the loveliest honeymoon couple here. They are absolutely wonderful people, but we've hit a sticking point because they would like an Irish coffee. And no one in this house has ever made an Irish coffee, though we have collectively drunk an awful lot of them over the years. So we're going to do this. It's a group effort. We're going to work out how to make an Irish coffee.
Absolutely.
We make coffee, Stephanie.
Mummy, you're the one making the Irish coffee. Don't look at me.
Where is the cream?
You haven't stirred it, Mummy, for it to go around fast.
Oh, you want it to go around. Okay. On the spoon, eh? Put the spoon and so touches the whiskey, yes. No, darling, it's not working.
Okay, well that's a different way of serving it.
I can't see well enough, you see.
You know, see, by the time it gets there, just say it's a nice cold Irish coffee.
You've sent it straight to the bottom in a straight line. Is that what you were trying to do?
No, that's not what we tried to do.
That's nice. That's pretty what you did there with that
I can see Ian says he's going to do it.
Take two.
Another coffee in the glass.
Okay, here we go. Coming up.
But here's the cheater version.
And just in case we have to do it tomorrow evening, I am studying how to make the perfect Irish coffee.
So that we can be better tomorrow.
And I get this very cold.
We have a huge glut of tomatoes in the garden. I think we're going to be eating nothing but tomatoes for the foreseeable future. A lot of you have asked about my Thermomix, and I thought I could show you how we make tomato soup in it.
What are we making today then?
I am making creamy tomato soup, and it's asking me for 1 garlic clove. So, garlic clove in. Now it's asking for 50 grams of onions cut in half. This would usually have been a lot less fiddly, but our onions are the tiniest onions in the world. They just come out of the garden that size. So I don't know how many is 50 grams, but it weighs as you put it in. Oh, look at that.
Exactly.
75 grams, but hey, I like onions. It's a soup, we really don't need to be that precise. Insert measuring cup into the mixing bowl lid, that's this. And then, it's going to chop. Right,
That was quick.
it's really quick. Do you want to come and see? Done. All chopped up. Then it wants 30 grams of butter.
Was it the galloping gourmet they used to call the chefs in the old days?
So fast. Okay, that's 30. Then insert it back in. And now we're going to cook that for 3 minutes. It's sauteing. The 3 minutes are up. It's just called me over. So next, it wants 700 grams of tomatoes cut in halves. And I just collected these in the garden this afternoon. So I'll quickly cut them in half and pop them in. We can check the weight whilst I'm putting them in. Yay, perfect. Well, close enough. Then it wants 70 grams of tomato puree, 1 teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon of sugar, 1 teaspoon of dried oregano, which I will get from my spice rack. There we go, oregano. Insert measuring cup bowl into lid, and then time selected to speed 5. Add 500 grams of water. This is what we've got so far. And there it's measuring as I'm putting the water in. 1 stock cube coming up. Right, the stock cube is in. And there we go. In 15 minutes I will have soup. And this is the sum total of the washing up so far. I'm not slacking off. I'm busy making soup. 15 arduous minutes of cooking are up. Oh, it wants cream. What an excellent decision machine. And actually, instead of adding cream, I've decided to add cream cheese with herbs because I think that will be delicious. Fresh basil leaves. Tricky, very tricky. Do we have any outside? Fingers crossed. Well, it's jolly lucky it only needed 2 to 4. Any more than that would have finished off the plant. Oh, this is it. It's going to get loud in here. It's going to whiz the whole soup up in 1 minute. I think it's going to take off! Voila! We have soup. And how does it look? Well, that's my cooking done for the evening. Back to my novel. Right, we get to try the soup now.
Very nice.
Did the Thermomix do well?
It did. It did. Definitely.
Well done, Mini Marie.
Mini Mary.
Marie hates the name Mini Marie, but it's because it's my best friend and it cooks really well.
Bon appetit.
Bon appetit. David just went outside to find goodies for tonight's crumble and he found golden raspberries.
Yeah, apparently these are a thing.
Well, I knew I'd planted them, but I didn't know they were an autumn fruit. I presumed they'd come out the same time as the other raspberries.
They're just coming out now. They're not even all ripe. And then there's these furry pears, which are not quite ripe. But
Oh, they're quinces.
I thought they might be quinces or
They're
medlars or
definitely
something.
quince.
These are normal
pears.
conference-y pears. They're
Excellent.
not quite ripe, but they'll be fine when they're cooked.
Yum.
These, I don't know whether they're damsons or plums.
Is it moist out, David?
It is. These are still a little bit bitter, but they still have a nice taste, so I reckon when they're cooked, they'll be fine.
Not sure there's going to be many golden raspberries left for the crumble at this rate. The poor peacocks are so dishevelled in the rain. Poor little things. They've definitely been out for a walk like you. The peahen looks just like you right now. You're soaked. We're having one of our lovely dinners with lots of guests tonight, which I really enjoy. And now we're setting up the entrance hall for a lavish meal. So we're preparing everything in here and we've opened the table up. So this table is just a little round entrance hall table, which has lots of leaves. In fact, I'll show you the leaves underneath. Mummy's beautifully ironed sheet, beautifully ironed. I think I should have done the ironing, Mummy.
Pardon?
Do you think I should have done the ironing?
It's perfect.
Okay, Mummy's perfect ironing. So you see there's just lots of little extra leaves that go in, making it a huge
Daddy,
table.
do you
And there's
mind?
13 of us tonight. I'm sorry, am I disturbing you, Mummy?
Yes, you are.
No, because we got to put 13 places in there.
I put the exactly the right number of chairs, so if you can put it in front of the chairs, you're sorted.
Oh, why do you make it so easy?
Like that.
Yeah, I like it to be a challenge.
Okay, so no, sweetheart, we need the other
You will
side.
need some of that layer, yes. You will need these for dessert.
That's what I
Really?
Yes,
Both of them?
yes. One each per person. You can see Mummy is in her element, absolutely loving the laying of the table. I saw that. I caught that.
No. It's lovely.
For 13 people, we have brought out a mismatch, but every other plate should be one with the birds, Percy.
Okay. That's the other plate. But the
That's,
others are
that's
others.
the other plate, yes. So you've got one other plate. Yeah, you've understood this perfectly, Percy.
I am quite okay when I'm cleaned up.
Stephanie's been a quick vlog of everybody.
Oh no.
And I'm just saying, if anybody's wanted by Interpol, this is the time to go to the toilet.
I've woken up with a sore throat, and I think it's because my mother's here. I think I've realised that I can relax, so my body's just had a breakdown. So I've marooned myself on the chaise longue in the kitchen, and I'm drinking the biscuit tea that they brought, which I'm pretty sure is a cure-all. Also, and rather strangely, Mummy brought mince pies, I think to get us into the Christmas spirit to make the cake. So it's only right that I eat a mince pie. I think that should make me better very quickly. It's sod's law. Today was the first day in 3 months that I had off, so obviously I've become sick. The sore throat's got worse, and I've taken to my bed with what is clearly a mild cold, but I'm calling it the flu.
How are you feeling?
Oh, still rubbish, but so much happier at the sight of you and cake.
Yeah, the cake was bigger, but I ate half of it coming up the stairs.
Monster.
I actually was bringing you 3, but I was eating them all myself.
I need calories to get better.
And so do I. I need calories to try and grow.
Thanks, Gerald. Love you.
Love you too, darling.
You might spot that there's a huge headboard right in front of me in my bedroom, and that's because my mother is getting a new bed and doesn't need my Ritz headboard anymore, so it's coming back to my bedroom. It's a beautiful sight, and even in my weakened state, it's making me very happy. It's amazing how the flu responds very well to mince pies and cakes.